Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to take a deep breath and remember this. Everything you've ever wanted in life starts with a single decision. The decision to think differently. You see, most people wake up every day reacting to the world instead of creating it. They respond to messages, they respond to situations, they respond to fear. But very few stop, reflect, and ask themselves, why am I doing what I'm doing? What's the purpose behind all of this? If you want to change your life immediately, you must begin with your mindset. Because the truth is, your life is not determined by what happens to you. It's determined by how you interpret what happens to you. That's what separates leaders from followers, achievers from dreamers, and creators from consumers. Simon Sinek once said, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. But that isn't just about business. That's about life itself. If you don't know your why, every challenge will feel like an obstacle. Every rejection will feel like an attack. But when your why is clear, every failure becomes a lesson, every setback becomes fuel, and every single day becomes a step towards something meaningful. Let me ask you a question. When was the last time you woke up truly excited to live? Not just to survive the day, not just to make money or get through work, but genuinely excited because you know what you're fighting for? Most people never feel that, not because life is unfair, but because they've never taken the time to define what truly matters to them. We're told to chase success, but no one explains what success actually is. Is it money? Is it fame? Is it recognition? Or is it waking up in peace, knowing that you're living with purpose? The truth is, real success has nothing to do with comparison. It's not about being better than others. It's about being better than you were yesterday. The greatest transformation happens the moment you stop asking, what will they think of me? And start asking, who am I becoming? Because growth isn't about impressing the world. It's about discovering your potential. Let me tell you something powerful. You are not stuck. You're just comfortable. The moment you decide that your comfort zone is no longer serving your future, your entire life begins to shift. Change doesn't start with action. It starts with awareness. The awareness that you deserve more, that you are capable of more, and that no one is coming to save you. Simon Sinek talks a lot about leadership. But leadership doesn't begin when you manage people. It begins when you manage yourself. When you can look in the mirror and say, I take full responsibility for where I am, that's when your power begins. Because blame gives power away. Responsibility takes it back. You can't control the economy, you can't control other people, but you can control your mindset. You can control your attitude. You can control your response. That's where your freedom lives, in your ability to choose your perspective. Think about this. Every great person you admire, every success story you've ever heard, every dream that became reality, all of it started with belief. The belief that even if the world said no, they would still say yes. You see, your brain is a powerful tool. It listens to your thoughts, your words, your emotions. If you constantly tell yourself you can't do it, your mind will find proof that you're right. But if you tell yourself, I will figure it out, your brain will start finding solutions. The stories you tell yourself shape the reality you live in. If you want to change your life immediately, change your story. Stop saying, I'm not ready. Stop saying, I don't have time. Stop saying, I'm not good enough. Those are not facts. They're excuses disguised as protection. Your potential is unlimited, but it's being held hostage by your comfort zone. Every time you choose comfort over challenge, you train your mind to settle. But every time you step into fear and take action anyway, you train your mind to grow. Growth feels uncomfortable because it forces you to let go of who you were. And that's hard. It's hard to unlearn habits. It's hard to detach from the opinions of others. It's hard to build new routines when the old ones feel easy. But remember this. Growth never happens in the same environment that created your limits. Simon Sinek says the goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to be better than yesterday. Progress is the secret. Even if it's 1%, that's still progress. And if you do that every day, in 1 year, you'll be 365% stronger, wiser, and more disciplined. Let's talk about fear. Fear will never go away completely. You can't eliminate fear, you can only outgrow it. The difference between successful people and those who stay stuck is not the absence of fear, it's the mastery of fear. Successful people feel fear and act anyway. They don't wait for confidence, they create it through consistent action. Confidence doesn't come from knowing you'll win. It comes from knowing that even if you fail, you'll be okay. So many people want motivation before they take action, but that's not how it works. Motivation follows action. You move first, the feeling comes later. Waiting to feel ready is the biggest trap you'll ever fall into, because you'll never feel completely ready to start something new, to leave the comfort zone, to take that leap. Here's the truth. Growth begins the moment you start. You don't have to see the whole staircase, you just have to take the first step. Simon Sinek reminds us that great leaders inspire action, not through power or authority, but through purpose and authenticity. When you live with authenticity, you attract opportunities that align with your values. You stop chasing people's approval and start creating genuine impact. Think about it. People don't remember what you say. They remember how you made them feel. Every interaction is an opportunity to inspire, to uplift, to serve something greater than yourself. If you want to change your life, stop thinking in terms of what you can get and start thinking about what you can give. Because fulfillment doesn't come from taking, it comes from contributing. Maybe you're struggling right now. Maybe life feels heavy, uncertain, or unfair. But remember this, hardship is not the end. It's the beginning of transformation. You can't become strong without resistance. You can't become wise without mistakes. And you can't grow without challenge. The storm you're in right now is shaping the person you're meant to become. Don't curse the struggle. Learn from it. Don't run from pain. Use it. Pain is not your enemy. It's your teacher. Every great story begins with adversity. Every hero has to go through darkness before finding light. The same applies to you. You are being refined, not destroyed. Simon Sinek says, working hard for something we don't care about is called stress. Working hard for something we love is called passion. So ask yourself, are you living with stress or passion? Because the difference is purpose. Purpose gives meaning to pain. It gives direction to effort. It gives life to your days. When you know your purpose, you stop needing motivation because your mission pulls you forward. Let's talk about comparison. In today's world, we're constantly comparing ourselves to others. Social media makes it look like everyone else is ahead, more successful, more confident, more loved. But what you see is a highlight reel, not reality. Stop comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. Everyone has their own timeline. You are not late. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be, learning the lessons that will prepare you for what's next. When you compare, you steal your own joy. When you focus on your journey, you reclaim it. Simon Sinek often talks about the infinite game, understanding that life isn't about winning or losing. It's about continuing. There is no finish line to growth. The goal isn't to beat others. It's to stay in the game long enough to become who you were meant to be. If you adopt the infinite mindset, everything changes. Failure becomes feedback. Challenges become opportunities. Success becomes progress, not perfection. You stop asking, how can I win today? And start asking, how can I grow today? And that's where fulfillment begins. When you stop living life as a race and start living it as a journey. Here's the thing. Discipline will always beat motivation. Motivation is temporary. Discipline is permanent. You won't always feel like doing the work. But if you rely on feelings, you'll stay inconsistent. The people who succeed are not the ones who are always motivated. They're the ones who show up even when they're not. Show up tired. Show up uncertain. Show up afraid. Just show up. Because consistency builds character. Simon Sinek once said, dream big, start small. But most of all, start. Too many people spend their lives waiting for the perfect moment. But the perfect moment is now. The stars will never align perfectly. The timing will never feel ideal. Life rewards the brave, not the hesitant. Don't wait to be chosen. Choose yourself. Don't wait for permission. Give it to yourself. Don't wait for the opportunity. Create it. You are capable of more than you can imagine. The only thing standing between you and your potential is the belief that you can't. But here's the truth. Every limitation is self-imposed. The walls around you are built by your thoughts. Change your thoughts, and you'll change your world. Simon teaches that leadership is not about being in charge. It's about taking care of those in your charge. So be a leader in your own life. Take care of your mind, your body, your purpose. Because when you lead yourself with discipline and compassion, everything else follows. Here's a question worth asking every morning. What kind of person do I want to be today? Not, what do I need to do? But who do I need to become